Good afternoon, Davison. You're watching Channel 19, DTV. I'm Aubrey Hoffman.
And I'm Austin Anderson bringing you coverage of the 2007 Homecoming Parade. And we begin our parade with the Veterans of Foreign Wars and the American Legion, led both by Ron Minto. And here they come, bringing down the flags, and they have the American flag and both the Michigan flag as well. These men have fought in such wars as the Korean War, World War II, and the Vietnam War. These men have done our country proud.
Next in line, we have the Grand Marshal of our community, Rick Zeller, and his wife, Judy Zeller. Mr. Zeller taught 36 years at Davison High School. He taught chemistry.
And in front of him, we have our Grand Marshal of the school, Matt Lobin. Mr. Lobin has been teaching here at DHS now for 5 years. He teaches stats, geometry, calculus, and AP calculus. And right behind him is Rick Zeller and his wife, Judy Zeller. He was also last year's speaker at graduation.
Yes, he was.
Did a wonderful job doing that. And it looks like we have the Davison Board of Education driving the vehicle is Dan Romzek. Board of Education does such thing as the planning of the food, how the food's going to go down in Davison, what things need to be rebuilt.
Next, in this nice Corvette, we have the past queen, Bianca Zdenek. She's now attending Central Michigan University.
Behind her, it looks like we have our senior court, Dominica DePillo and Jared Cowan. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Cody Hale. Yeah, and behind him is Jillian Doran with a picture of Ben Welch, who is Mr. Congeniality this year. We have our people coming through with the candy. Always love candy.
In this nice BMW, we have Amanda Lehman and Kyle Knightsky.
Yeah. And they are doing a wonderful job waving, making the people looking, they're looking very good tonight.
Yes, they are.
Looks like we have Brooke Mose and Jared Cowan. Yeah, there's a picture of Jared Cowan at least. He can't be here right now because he plays football.
Yes,
and here is Lindsay Onika, and our king is Mr. Samuel Weber. I was very glad to hear that he was our king. And right behind him, we have the one and only Davison High School Marching Band. And they are wearing their new uniforms this year. The black and maroon is a very supporting color versus last year's maroon and white. And speaking of last year's uniforms, they gave them to the Detroit University School of the Jesuits.
Yes, they did.
Whose colors happened to be red and white, and it was very fitting. It was actually a very emotional thing because this school could not afford uniforms themselves, so us giving our uniforms was very good.
Generous of them.
And this year's show, if you are coming to the game or even listening to it on Channel 19, will be Legend of Zorro. And here we have Mr. Schuster. And it looks like we have some alumni members walking in there as well. Here is Andrew Bristol, Disciple, just alumni all over the place, which is always good to see. It means once a family, you're always a family. It's a marching band.
Yes.
And we have our, of course, our band parents giving out candy. You always love the band parents.
There's our cardinal, school mascot.
And Dan Ferguson is our cardinal. He does a very wonderful job portraying our mascot,
Very
doing us proud.
energetic.
And here comes the senior float. This year's theme was The Incredibles.
It took them 12 hours to build this float, and they built it at our seniors, Amanda Lehman's house.
Who is actually running for queen. She's one of our candidates. The senior sponsors are Blake Smith and Christy Stamberski. And you see the Cardinal trying to get rid of all evil doings of the Grand Blanc Bobcats there. And it looks like here
we have our junior princess, Riley Rubio, with a picture of Caleb Four, who can't be here tonight because he's playing our football game, homecoming game.
Riley's wearing a very wonderful pink dress.
She looks very beautiful tonight.
Yes, she does. And behind her is the junior float, 101 Dalmatians. And the sponsors are Matt Lobin and Marianne Stedry. It took them 25 hours to build their float all together. And they built it at Granger Stefanko's house, who's actually a member of DTV.
Yes, he is. A new member.
And it looks like they have Corella de Bobcat. A very good float there. A lot of effort goes into these floats, a lot more than people actually think.
Coming up next, we have our sophomore Prince and Princess, Anna Callis and Nathaniel Rosnick.
Her dress is very wonderful, supporting the maroon and black, just like our marching band.
Yeah, and he's wearing gold, maroon and gold, our school colors.
We have a pirate coming up because the sophomore float is Pirates of the Caribbean. Their sponsors are Jody Abinage and TJ Fischaber. Oh, and they have the Spirit Stick on their truck. That's because today the sophomores won the Spirit Stick. I was very sad that we lost.
Yes, it was.
But speaking of their float, though, it took them 30 hours to build it, and they built it at Kelsey Weidenhammer's house. They even have the Pirates of the Caribbean song playing, and looks there's a bobcat walking the plank. That's very talented.
That is very talented.
And immediately behind them is our freshman Prince and Princess, Taryn LaFernie and Antoine Silver.
Coming up, we have our freshman float. It took them 30 hours to build this float. The theme is Georgia the Jungle, and it was built at Taylor Kitchen's house.
Yep. And their sponsor is Kristen Slatery. A lot of effort goes into that float right there. I can tell already. Looks very put together really well.
Here comes our Davison Pom-Pom, led by Sarah DeCamp.
And I think she's the coach, if I believe correctly, if I got my information right. Yeah, we have all the pom-poms in our school, even to the very young kids. And in the Davison varsity pom squad, there are about 20 girls. You see them all the time at the football games. You see them at the pep assemblies, anytime. Oh, it looks like they're going to do a little routine for us here.
Very talented.
Yes, they are. A lot of work and a lot of effort goes into that as well. It's a good program for the girls. And it looks like behind them is the it's Key Club.
Key Club.
Key Club is a very big group at our high school. They do a lot of good things, such as volunteering in the community, and anything that needs to go around the school, they're there. But can't talk too much on Key Club right now because look right behind them, you see DTV. There's our Zach Hall, Ashley Gerke, and Greg Pulaski on top of the van.
DTV won 23 awards at the MIPA, and the 2007 graduates Jordan Lang and Nick Baker were recognized at the Michigan Emmys this summer for a diversity PSA they created.
Right behind them, we just saw the SAD Club. That is Students Against Destructive Decisions. They do such thing as ghost days where the students wear makeup to portray basically ghosts of people who die in smoking accidents, drinking, all sorts of things. It's really good. They also sponsor the mock crash that you see all the time at the high school. And right behind them is the DARE group. And DARE is a very good program as well. Drug Awareness Resistance Education teaches children the dangers of drugs and alcohol. And there's a big flow. We got Judge Conover, and it looks like the chief of police. And all the students in there. It's a very good program. I remember going through it when I was in middle school. And right behind the DARE float is Miss Davison. With our Miss Davison was Leanda Wood. And we also have Shelby Beauregard. And I believe Monica Zebiak. Leanda Wood was in Cinderella last year. She played the lead. And last time I talked to her, she was going to school for nursing. Very good program. She is a very talented girl. There's a lot of people out here tonight. A lot of maroon and gold supporting our football team. A lot of children out here for the candy, though. Gotta love the candy.
Yep.
We actually got some Smarties here some people gave us.
People keep throwing candy at us. Comes the Davison Alternative Education. Looks like the car broke down. They're pushing it.
Oh, here comes a couple more guys to help push. It's a class of 2008 at the alternative high school. And a lot of people look down on the alternative high school, but I think it's a very good program. Kids were falling behind. It gets them right back, so they graduate the year. There's no worry about slacking.
Up next, we have our Davison cheerleaders. Leslie Long is the coach, and she's a new teacher here at Davison, and also our newest cheerleading coach.
And like the Pom Squad or dance team, a lot of work goes into the cheer squad. And you see them every Friday night playing in our football game, supporting our guys. And we have cheerleading goes on even to the youngest kids, I believe 5th grade.
Next, we have Dave Bossamer driving a 1956 Chevy with his classmates of the class of 1957.
It's always good to see you always supporting your school at no matter what age you graduated or how long ago it was.
So true.
It's a very good looking car as well.
Here's some more class of 1957 alumni.
Yep, wearing maroon and gold, still supporting our guys no matter what.
Following him is a 1943 alumni, Wilfred Ross, driving a 1943 Cadillac.
A lot of the turquoise in the older vehicles I see. Class 43 has a tannish car. Oh, sounds like our fire department's here. And a lot to think about the fire department. A little bit of a joke that, you know, not much must be going around in Davison because they were at the Cortland Center fire last Friday.
Yeah.
But at least they were there doing a good job. It got out and no problems.
Honking their horns. They seem to be the loudest ones at the parade every year.
Always. But who can blame them, you know? It's a very dangerous job, and I'm very proud, you know, of these people. They do put their lives at risk for us.
I think the children really like the fire trucks.
Yeah. We see some of their children inside the fire trucks, it looks like.
Yep.
A lot of family time there. It's one thing about this community, it's a lot of family oriented, and that's very good to see. It's hard to see that anymore.
Everybody gets together and comes down here, watches the parade.
Yep. Looks like right behind the fire department we have our police, Davison Township police officers. And driving right behind the police officer is Decca of the Davison High School, and it looks like we have Ryan Everson.
He's the president of our DECA organization here at Davison High School.
Very smart kid, Ryan.
Next we have the Gates PTO, the parent-teacher organization of Gates, with Melissa Cook and 15 to 30 volunteered walkers.
A lot of children coming up with them. Always good to see parents involved in the school because that's what keeps our schools doing so well. It's parents' involvement and teachers as well.
Yes.
Candy for DTV? No? Here.
Still trying to give us candy, aren't they?
Always
Austin?
trying to give us candy. Which I'm okay with. Can't eat it right now, but you can always save it for later.
No wonder why the kids always love coming to the parades.
Yeah, lots of candy goes out. That's one of the main things you always look for is little footballs and candy.
Next we have the Seiple PTO. All these walkers are Seiple teachers, and Katie Skidmore is leading, who is also a teacher at Seiple.
We have a lot of schools inside of Davison. A lot of elementary schools. And it looks like they're being led by the Barry Stokes football/cheerleading.
This program gives young adults in the community a great program to prepare for high school football by Davison's very own graduate, Barry Stokes.
This is a program that's been going on for a while here at Davison.
led by Diane Dijon.
Oh, they're giving out fruit snacks, a healthy alternative to candy. A lot of kids involved. We saw the cheerleaders, and now we see the little football players coming up. Probably some future football players for Davison.
Yep, let's hope so. Sure, this program's doing very good.
Probably most of our guys playing right now, getting us to hopefully to the Big Nine, is actually played for Barry Stokes football. They love the camera, but who doesn't, right?
Right. Still coming, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of schools and a lot of different colors. There's different teams. They're usually divided up in different teams, so it's not one big one.
Yep.
I've seen some green and white, some orange and turquoise, now some purple and silver, some blue and white here, and more green and white.
I sure am getting a lot of candy here, Austin. I know when I sit on the curb, those little kids come up and snatch it from me before I can get it.
Yeah, that's why you got to keep it in the middle here, Aubrey.
I seem to be getting an abundance of candy.
Oh, now we have some brown, white, and orange, and looks like they copy a lot of their colors off of Major League Football teams. Makes them feel like they got a good organization going on here in Davison. A lot of tightness, keeps that family atmosphere like I was talking about earlier. Looks like I see our Thompson Teddies coming up.
These are all children from Thompson Elementary. This is an annual event for the school, and the parents are always welcome to walk with them at the parade. They're so cute.
Were you a Thompson Teddy?
Yes, I was.
I was for a little while
When
as well.
I went to the parade, my mom dressed me up in a teddy bear costume, and I didn't like that very much.
Yeah. I was only for a little while. I moved to Carmen Ainsworth School District, but then moved back here in Davison. Davison was a very good school. Looks like we still have some Barry Stoke football players still getting caught up here.
Yep, Davison colors this
Yeah,
time.
Davison colors, maroon and gold. A lot of parents, a lot of young children. Well, got some scooters people here.
Wow.
It's always fun activity for the parents and children to get together.
Seems that the parents are very involved. I see a whole lot of them.
Yep. Well, after the parade shows, we're going to be airing the live coverage of tonight's football game against the Grand Blanc Bobcats.
You should definitely tune in. It's going to be a very exciting game.
Yes, homecoming games are always the most exciting game of the season, besides our playoff games.
Very energetic.
Yep. We got still some more Thompson Teddies coming up here with their parents. And a lot of banners looks like they made for the kids to say Teddy. And there's a lot of teddy bears out there as well. Interesting fact about the teddy bear was created by a designer for Teddy Roosevelt.
Really?
He was an avid bear hunter, and actually not just hunter, but he loved bears in general. So they made a bear, and they called him Teddy, so thus it became the teddy bear.
It's a very fun fact, Austin. Thank you for sharing.
I'm full of random knowledge sometimes. Always fun to see a lot of maroon and gold out there, not just the Teddy shirts, but a lot of Davison shirts. Which, if you're looking for a Davison shirt, you know, we have Hilton Screeners or even the Cardinal Shop in the high school. We have Miss Baldridge here and her daughter giving us some candy. Thank you.
There's a lot of Thompson Teddy kids, wouldn't you say, Austin?
Oh, yes.
Still
Which is
coming.
good, though. It's always good to see a lot of kids here at the schools. Means a lot of kids moving up.
Yep.
They are the future generation of the world. We got a lot lot of candy here, Aubrey.
Yes,
Looks like
we
we're going
do.
to have a little snack after the parade here.
Yep, I'm not worried about being hungry for that football game.
Oh, no. Got a lot of people out here on the curbs just watching. A lot of kids looking for the candy. I see, I've actually seen a couple of Halloween buckets, pumpkin buckets, just to put the candy in, or a couple,
Yeah.
you know, some people even made paper bags, so we got plastic bags you find around the house.
It's getting about that time for Halloween.
Oh, it's coming up here quick.
Are you going to dress up for Halloween, Austin?
I might. I don't know.
Me too.
Yeah.
Here we have the Davison dance team led by Carly Powell. She's the instructor of these young girls. 17 girls are on the team, and the team captain is actually DTV's very own Madison Mitchell.
She is our special events coordinator. And last year I actually caught up with the dance team and did a story on them, and a lot of work goes into it. They actually create some of their own routines, and they spend a lot of time, usually about 3 days a week and 3 hours after school, practicing for these events. And
Very good.
yeah,
I'm very impressed with both these
you'll
girls.
see more of them coming up when boys basketball season comes around. They're usually there during halftime. We actually, not only do we have Madison Mitchell in the dance team, but we have our own Aaron Calhoun.
That's true.
Well, it looks like I see the Davison area AYSO, the American Youth Soccer Organization. That's a program similar to Barry Strokes, only in soccer.
I see them out at our field all the time.
It looks like their theme is the 100-acre wood from Winnie the Pooh there, keeping with the Homecoming theme, which is Disney movies.
Next we have the National Kidney Foundation. They're last. They're including one of our Davison High School students, Whitney Binder. She was selected as the Kidney Foundation's youth ambassador. She's riding in a nice convertible, I see.
Looks like the kidney walk is a very good thing. Just like the Cancer Association, just go out there, they raise money.
I believe DTV did a story on her. She's
I think you're right.
dialysis patient.
Always a very hard thing as a young person to have to go through something like that.
Yep.
Looks like we have models and company, professional models for your business needs. And they're led by, they're followed by the Davison City police officers, protecting today to preserve tomorrow. And the new police vehicles.
Well, that should be it for your 2007 Davison Homecoming Parade. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Aubrey Hoffman.
And I'm Austin Anderson.
See you next year.